Belinda Daniels is a teacher at Mount Royal Collegiate. She joins us from our Saskatoon newsroom. Hi, Belinda.
Hi there.
Belinda, you had the name of the Saskatchewan Indian Cultural Centre changed to the Saskatchewan Indigenous Cultural Centre last year. So you're well versed on helping everyone understand why these changes are so important. Tell us why that is.
I think as times change, people's minds need to change, attitudes need to change. It is now 2017. The name change from Indian to Indigenous, that comes from like the 1876 Indian Act. It's now 2017.
What else would you like to see changed as we go forward?
What else would I like to see change?
The name changes, yeah. Is there anything else, maybe the Indian Act, those kinds of things that historically
for sure.
have a name that you would like to put in change?
Oh, well, definitely. For instance, the Indian Act can be eliminated, abolished. People no longer refer to themselves as Indian. We never did in the first place. As human beings, I come from the Nehiyawak Nation. I'm a Nehio. But my ancestry, my family, we come from Sturgeon Lake First Nations, which is related to the Assembly of First Nations amongst Indigenous peoples.
What is your recommendation to people that feel when they hear a name like Miwa or something that they're not entirely familiar with, what is the best course of action for people that feel uncertain about what words to use? What should they do?
I would just think of it as like, you know, when you're traveling in Europe, for instance, or maybe China, there's going to be different groups of people coming from different backgrounds, different languages. It's the same thing here in Canada. We have many different Indigenous sovereign nations here in Canada. Go out and ask. For instance, we're on Treaty 6 territory. We share this territory with 5 other nations. Everybody's going to be a little bit different. We're all not the same. I come from the Nehiyawak Nation, which is one of the biggest nation in Canada. But amongst Treaty 6 territory, we also share it with the Anishinaabe people, the Nakaway people, the Dakota people. So think of it as a traveler, as you're traveling through the province or through various cities. Ask where people are from, what's their origin, what's their ancestry, what's their language, where do they come from? Just like any other place you would do so if you were in Europe or in China.
And here in Regina, we're in Treaty 4 territory, and those are terms that we're starting to have a better understanding of and should have had long before, but at least we're starting to see an acknowledgement from, especially during political speeches and that type of thing, where we'll see that acknowledgement that we're on in Regina Treaty 4 territory or Saskatoon Treaty 6 territory. Are there other improvements or ways that you can see that people are getting smarter about this?
Other improvements. As far as improvements go, the reconciliation, Truth and Reconciliation calls to action is definitely moving towards that. But at the same time, I think the real issue in regards to moving forward would have to come with the acknowledgement of land and treaty land and giving lands back to the original inhabitants of Canada is one way we can move forward in a positive way.
Thanks so much for your time today, Belinda.
Thank you.